Iceland appears almost untouched, a silent world of glaciers, waterfalls, and black volcanic shores. But beneath this beauty, the Earth is still tearing itself apart. Volcanoes awaken, glaciers retreat, and entire communities live with the knowledge that the landscape can change without warning. Yet from this restless island emerged one of the safest, most peaceful, and most resilient societies on Earth. So how did people build stability on land that has never truly been stable? To understand Iceland, we must look beyond its frozen beauty and discover how danger shaped the soul of a nation. Iceland was not built for human comfort. Its interior is dominated by glaciers, lava fields, mountains, and vast highlands where permanent settlement is almost impossible. Most Icelanders therefore live along the coast, connected by a narrow ring road that circles the island. For centuries, distance and violent weather could isolate farms and fishing villages for days. The sea provided food and opportunity, but it could also take lives without warning. Volcanoes destroyed fields, while long winters limited what people could grow. Yet the same forces that threatened survival also created possibility. Glacial rivers supplied water and energy. Volcanic heat warmed homes, powered communities, and reduced dependence on imported fuel. This landscape taught Icelanders that nature could never be conquered, only understood, respected, and adapted to. Isolation encouraged cooperation, while uncertainty made preparation a way of life. But geography alone did not shape Iceland's character. Its earliest settlers carried stories, laws, and conflicts that never completely disappeared. Iceland's first permanent settlers arrived from the Norse world in the late 9th century, carrying no king with them. Instead, scattered farming families created the Althing, an assembly where laws were spoken, disputes settled, and alliances tested beneath the open sky. But independence did not last. Iceland later came under Norwegian and then Danish rule. Trade restrictions, poverty, volcanic disasters, and disease made life increasingly fragile. For centuries, decisions affecting the island were often made far beyond its shores. Yet Icelanders preserved something powerful, their language and stories. The medieval sagas kept alive the memory of settlers, feuds, courage, and survival. They became more than literature. They helped a small, isolated population maintain a distinct identity. When Iceland became a republic in 1944, independence was therefore not simply political. It was the recovery of a story Icelanders had protected for generations. But memory alone could not feed families. Survival still depended on what people could draw from the ocean and the dangerous land beneath them. If Iceland's determination inspires you, comment 1 and continue this journey with Hidden Worlds. For most of Iceland's history, survival came from the sea. Farming was limited by cold soil and short summers, so fishing became the foundation of food, employment, and national independence. Coastal towns grew around harbors, where a successful catch could sustain an entire community, and a storm could leave families grieving. Over time, Iceland transformed this dangerous livelihood into a modern industry. Strict fishing quotas protect stocks, while advanced vessels and processing plants allow a small population to compete in global markets. Beneath the land, geothermal energy heats most homes, supports greenhouses, and makes life possible through winters of darkness and cold. Today, tourism offers another source of income, but it also makes Iceland increasingly dependent on visitors drawn to a fragile landscape. Survival here has never meant defeating nature. It means reading weather, sharing responsibility, and preparing for sudden change. But resilience is not found only aboard fishing boats or inside power stations. It also lives quietly in Icelandic homes, swimming pools, stories, and everyday rituals. In Iceland, community is often found in water. Geothermal swimming pools are not simply places for exercise. They are public living rooms where neighbors exchange news, families gather, and strangers speak without ceremony. In a country of long winters and scattered settlements, warmth becomes a social bond. Stories provide another kind of shelter. Icelanders have preserved a strong reading and writing tradition, while the Icelandic language still connects modern life to the medieval sagas. Music, folklore, and belief in hidden beings reveal an imagination shaped by darkness, isolation, and a landscape that often feels alive. Food also carries the memory of survival. From lamb and rye bread baked with geothermal heat to preserved fish once essential during lean seasons. What began as necessity has become identity. These rituals show that Icelandic resilience is not cold or solitary. It is built through shared warmth, memory, and quiet trust. If you enjoy discovering the human stories behind beautiful places, share this video with someone who would travel beyond the postcard. Because behind Iceland's celebrated beauty lies a growing cost that visitors rarely see. Iceland's beauty has become one of its greatest economic strengths and one of its deepest pressures. Visitors now greatly outnumber residents, bringing income to hotels, restaurants, and remote communities. But popular waterfalls, beaches, and volcanic landscapes must absorb crowds that fragile soil and limited infrastructure were never designed to carry. Tourism has also changed everyday life. Short-term accommodation can increase pressure on housing, while many rural towns struggle to remain active outside the travel season. Young people continue to move toward Reykjavik, leaving some fishing communities with shrinking populations and uncertain futures. The landscape itself is changing. Glaciers are retreating as the climate warms, threatening ecosystems, familiar landmarks, and the rivers that support Iceland's energy system. At the same time, volcanic activity remains an immediate reminder that nature can redraw the map without permission. Iceland must therefore protect the very wilderness on which its prosperity increasingly depends. The question is no longer whether this restless island can survive, but what it is willing to change in order to remain itself. Iceland's future will not depend on stopping change. On this island, change is written into the earth itself. The real choice is whether prosperity can grow without weakening the communities, landscapes, and traditions that made the country resilient. Iceland must balance tourism with conservation, economic opportunity with affordable living, and clean energy development with respect for fragile wilderness. It must also prepare for retreating glaciers and volcanic events that no technology can completely control. Yet Iceland has never survived by pretending danger does not exist. Its strength comes from facing uncertainty together. Through science, preparation, cooperation, and a deep awareness that human life remains dependent on nature. The land beneath Iceland may never stand still, but perhaps that is why its people learn to create stability, not from permanence, but from trust and adaptation. Iceland is therefore more than a frozen paradise. It is proof that resilience means changing without forgetting who you are. Subscribe to Hidden Worlds and join us as we uncover more extraordinary countries and the human stories hidden beyond their beauty.